What's the easiest way to tell someone their breath smells? First heat a mint, then offer one. Were you eating shit without bread again? I'm bored, let's go drink mouthwash.
I honestly want to know what would happen.
Start violently brushing their teeth. Damn bitch, your halitosis is heligrosis.
Your bad breath smells like death.
Take your gum out of your own mouth and tell them, here, you need it more than I do.
Bro, that's a good way to roast someone, LMFAO.
The air particles leaving your mouth are giving my nasal organs an unpleasant sensation. Wait for them to talk, and lean back with raised eyebrows. Yo, I'm really bored, how about we brush our teeth? Something smells like shit in here. What could it be? Is it my breath? Huff, no it's not me. Then they'll check their own breathe. Offer them 2 gums, one after another, like here, want another gum? A smart one gets the idea. Have a mint? No. Gum? No. No mouth spray? No. Mouthwash? No. Get the fucking hint, death breath. Tell them there is a Colgate discount in the market. Man, you know what would be fun right now? If we just started brushing our teeth aggressively. What do you say? Why does your breath remind me of when my neighbor died and wasn't found for a week? My dad has 0 fucks given about this sort of thing. He just looks at me and says your breath stinks. Come to think of it, he's always been this way. Once called my sister fat in front of her friends in middle school, and refused to see why that might be a little insensitive. I still don't know if he was doing it to be a dick or just having a dense moment. Excuse me, but I do believe your face butthole is pushing out bullshit and it's a rather unpleasant smell. Bro, this party is lame. Come on, let's go gargle some Listerine. Be professional. Say, you take my breath away. Your breath is the aroma of death. Have you been eating shit sandwiches? Exact words. Damn, your breath stinks. Do you need gum? I was going to buy a heat gun to remove the paint from the wall, but fuck that. Why don't you just walk over there and breathe on it instead? That'll save me $20 and a bunch of scraping. You stop and say, ew, what's that smell? And then hold your hand up in front of your mouth and say, is that me? Before breathing against it, and looking quizzical. Then mumble something about not being sure, and look perplexed. A little bit later you can mention still being able to smell something. If they don't get the hint, then bad luck, they just don't give a fuck. Kiss them, then say, you nasty. Your breath is rank. Wait here, I'm going to grab my gun from my cubicle. You mean your gum? Haha, yeah. That's totally what I meant. That's gotta be a cook sketch, right? Is onion your new toothpaste? Bro, your breath smells like goat shit, but worst. Send them a link to this thread. Buy them a toothbrush. I tell my wife she has kitten breath. Our cat Odin as a kitten had horrible breath, so it's kinda been our thing now. Doesn't sound offensive, but we know what it means. Seems like you forgot to brush your teeth today. Ask them, why do the birds fall from the sky when you exhale? Hey, this gum/mint is pretty tasty. I insist you try one. Wave your hand in front of your nose as they speak. My husband just sniffs in front of my mouth and goes, oh boy. I'd say that's pretty easy. Do like I did to a supervisor once. Reach back and turn the air conditioning vents so they blow directly in their face and away from you. It worked, I didn't barf. Here, eat this mint, your breath reeks, my dude. What if it's a teacher? I have one that has extremely bad breath. Sometimes when I'm too engaged in the material and I have a question, I just raise my hand and forget that it's him. Then he comes close to me and start explaining and I can't understand most of what he's saying because I'm too busy trying to grasp for air and holding my breath without giving it away. Pretty fucking horrible. My science teacher had awful breath. It genuinely smelled like dog poo. She would lean over the pupils and breathe in our faces. So one day after school my friend and I went into town, bought a travel-sized toothpaste and a Tavel-sized mouthwash, wrapped them up, wrote the teacher's name on it and left it in the lab for her. For the next few days her breath was better, but then it just went back to normal. I hate to be mean, but you need Listerine. Not a sip, not a swallow, but the whole damn bottle. What the fuck you eat for lunch? Did you munch a bunch of crunch and munch? Did you eat garlic fish for lunch? No. Why? Oh. Never mind. Ha. Thought I smelled it in your breath. Not to be racist, but I think you should shut your mouth or I'm going to fucking die. Me, Tic Tac? Them, no thanks. Me, not a question. Holds out box of Tic Tacs. Great, the one time I forgot to brush my teeth, yesterday, I see this post. Sorry, I fucking forgot. Did you fart? No, must be your breath then. I don't ever want to accidentally offend my friends, so I just say, let's do dumb shit and eat Mentos and put it in Coke. I always offer a mint or gum, and if they don't take I kind of insist, and if they still don't get it I raise one eyebrow and get closer, kind of like a dad does when he says something like, so you didn't skip algebra, they forgot to mark you down? 9 out of 10 times it works, and they'll either say thank you or give back a little half embarrassed thank you. You nod. Nothing to be embarrassed about, though it happens to everybody. Do you like the taste of mint? Because I just happen to have some. Please take one, please. Kidnap them. Brush their teeth. Force a handful of fresh mint in their mouths and tape it shut for more effectiveness. After that, let them go and say, sorry, had to take drastic measures for that sewer you had coming out of your mouth. Second option is just asking if they want some peppermint gum. Your breath could stop a Mack truck. I'll tell that to anyone that'll listen. Excuse me, sir, when you open your mouth, it smells like the inside of an asshole. Fist bump, we cool? My grandpappy used to say, if someone offers you a mint, take it, it's a hint. Your breath is smelling a lot like mine. Hey, drinking game. Who can drink the most mouthwash? Stub your toe and say, I wouldn't have stubbed my toe if you didn't have halitosis. Well, not related to breath, but poor hygiene in general. I had a classmate who was not quite a friend because of how rude he was. Just for clarification, he ran me around the room, chasing me with scissors in hand. Now this bastard doesn't know the meaning of deodorant, and one day I get absolutely tired of it, and take out some spray on deodorant, axe at the time, spritz myself a bit, then politely offer him some. This little shit takes it, looks at it for a second, then fucking sprays me with it for a good 4 seconds. Ever since then he still smelled like the ass end of gym locker. Let's go drink blue potion from Fortnite that makes you have spatial ice breath that smells good like pro gamers. Yeah, I get this is unpleasant, but we also have wimpy noses nowadays. Plumbing, sanitation, soap, shampoo, toothpaste, etc. are quite recent compared to how humans used to live. The whole planet reeked. People still survived. Not saying don't take a shower or brush your teeth. Just saying if something is mildly stinky, don't make a big deal about it. Desensitize your nose. If the person has flies buzzing around or is making you gag, then tactfully mention it. Most of you will have babies one day and need to desensitize your noses before then. That's a whole new level of stank.
These comments are making me think about the times I've been offered gum.
I don't have a good answer, but I got a story. So, there I was, about middle school. The assistant teacher was really nice, but she had horrible breath. One day she was tutoring me in class about a certain problem and had gotten close to me. I smelled her breath and scrunched my face up, moved back, and waved my hands in front of my nose. She said, "Oh, does my breath smell?" Realizing how obvious I just made it, I did the only thing anyone could do in that situation. I lied. I told her I was just joking and we continued the lesson. Wait, I have no clue. So I have several stories of how I managed to get rid of people with bad breath from my life. This guy was a barman in a pub. I stopped going at the pub. The early morning bus passengers, in its entirety, changed job, new career, stopped to take that bus. There was this girl with this horrible breath, getting really close to me while speaking, and she was the worst. Also, she used to tell, unpolitely, to her boyfriend his breath stinks and he would do anything to please her. In the end we run into a mild fight. She kept a grudge on me and never talked to me again. I respected that and never to talk to her again. This is how sorted it out. After they breathe or speak, say bro, someone just ripped a huge poop or something. Then smell the air and say did or mouth shut 17/10 always works. Have a group setting of at least 3 people, get yourself roughly towards the center and start talking general stuff with each of them facing them, when you are talking to the person with the smelly breath puke. Mark, Teresa, fuck awful smells that comes from your mouth whenever it's open. It's not the takeaway, that's too far away, and that smells even when your mouth is shut. It's not from the bins, because they're nowhere near your open mouth, which is when the smell happens. So if you find out, let me know through text because the smell only occurs when you speak, which is bizarre.